Hey Bargain Buzzers, it's Brian Andrew Stevens here, and today I want to show you where you can go to save a few bucks when you need to purchase a domain name for a website. And so I'm going to take you over to my computer and I'm going to show you a few places that you can go to save a few bucks. All right, so first off, if you're thinking about starting a website, you're going to need a domain name. And some of you out there might be asking, Brian, what is a domain name? bargainbuzzonline.com. That is my domain name for this website. It's pretty simple, right? So let me take you to the places that I go to buy discount domains myself, okay? This is places where I actually have purchased domains in the past, and if not, I'm going to make it very clear to you that I have not. First of all, one of my favorite places to go, most of the time I go straight to GoDaddy.com. When I shop for a domain, that's where I typically go. They've been around for years, they're inexpensive, they're dependable, not to mention they have awesome customer service. I've actually called them many times and I've always hung up the phone a happy customer, okay? It's one of the few places I can go and get 99-cent domains. Go check it out. Now, I'm going to give you the links. Number 2, Namecheap. That's one that I've gone to quite a bit. I actually have quite a few domains through Domaincheap or through Namecheap right now. It's not because they're amazing bargains at the moment. I just want to be completely transparent, let you know who I use. So this is one that I use, and they do always have different types of discounts going. As you can see, like this one right here, 88 cents for a .us. That's a sale price. Or and it's usually $8.48. .co for $6.88, normally $22.99. Sometimes those are things that you may not find on GoDaddy, but you can find them here on Namecheap. So Namecheap is another one that I go to. My buddy Steven actually got me started on them. He was like, he was so excited about this place. I bought a few domains through them, and there's not much to be excited about a place to purchase domain, because they just kind of host your domain for you. That's it. But they don't have typically the 99-cent domains like GoDaddy, but you never know what they're going to have. I still have domains for these guys, but I've never really had a problem. Check it out. I'm going to have the link to this one too on the blog page. Another one that I have used in the past is 1&1. Now these guys, it's been a while since I've used them for a domain name. I had them hosting, and I've had them to purchase domain names before. They're a really good company. I mean, I never had an issue with them. I don't even remember why I switched. It wasn't because of a problem. I think I was just experimenting with some different domain hosts. But right now they have .coms for 99 cents, .info for 99 cents, XYZs for $9.99. They have a free .online. Now there is some stipulations there. I'll let you guys read about that if you want to, because you may be watching this video at a time that's already expired. So check out 1&1. That's the number 1, the word and 1.com. These guys are actually really cool. They got good customer service from what I remember. Like I said, it's been a while, but they have some they have a lot to offer and some really good prices on your domains. That actually is a bargain. Okay, so for the next one, this one's gonna be kind of a surprise. This is not the typical place you would go for a domain. Nevertheless, even though it's an odd thing, you can save a lot of money, and that is Groupon. That's one of them you probably wouldn't have thought about. Right now, I can see several coupons that you can get through Groupon. I bought lots of stuff through Groupon. I've never bought domains, but just to let you know, it's there. These deals change all the time, but there is some really cool stuff on Groupon. So anyway, that's kind of my 2 cents there. You're really, if I was going to go to any one of these for my domains, it would be GoDaddy. So if you want a really good deal on a domain, buying the domain I can buy for cheap, but as far as the hosting the domain, I don't know. I've never run into an issue. And GoDaddy is one that I've been with since the beginning. So here's my final thought, okay? If you need a domain, you obviously need hosting, okay? Don't fall into the trap of trying to get free hosting, because there is a lot of junk hosting companies out there that give you free websites, okay? And I put quote marks around that because there is a lot of restrictions when you do use these companies. If you're just starting out though, I'm going to highly recommend GoDaddy, okay? GoDaddy, or I host with HostGator, and I've actually used Bluehost in the past. So GoDaddy, HostGator, and Bluehost are 3 very reputable companies for hosting. I've used GoDaddy for hosting before. I just wanted to try out HostGator, and from what I remember, I just wanted to try them, and I stuck with them. They're a great company. I have no issues. I don't have any problems with downtime. The price is pretty inexpensive. I only include Bluehost because so many of my friends rave about it. As you can see here, I'll give you an idea of HostGator. HostGator, it shows these starting at $3.95 for the basic. It goes all the way up to $5.95 a month. Or you can get your own server, which gets a lot more expensive. That's if you get a really busy site. But what's cool about these is you can put as many domains on that hosting plan as you want. Now, keep in mind, there does come a point when you do start running into issues if you have too much traffic. So anyway, for a beginner, this is a great way to start out, and you guys check it out. HostGator's a great company. I've always had good luck with them. Actually, I've used their chat several times for help, and it is awesome. I never have to wait that long at all. The reason I even bring up Bluehost, I've never used Bluehost. I'm going to be real honest with you, but I deal with a lot of people who are in the internet marketing realm, and when you hear something a whole lot, it's got to have some credibility. I don't know. I want to hear some thoughts and opinions on this. If you guys are on my Facebook, if you're on my YouTube, you guys tell me if you've tried out Bluehost and what you think of it. Because honestly, I've heard a lot of really good things. If I wanted to switch right now to another hosting company, I'd probably go to Bluehost because I've just heard so many good things about it. So anyway, I can't speak from experience, but the people I deal with on a daily basis, they're into quality. So looks like their prices are pretty comparable to HostGator at $3.95 a month starting out. Of course, that's probably a yearly. They're probably $3.95 a month if you pay yearly, that kind of thing. So anyway, check it out. I'll put some links on the blog page or on my blog post. So can't talk today. I'm so sorry, but I'll put some links on my blog post. And you guys tell us about your experience and how much you saved and all that kind of good stuff. I want to hear, if you've had any bad experiences, I would love to hear about that and who they were through, because that's the nature of this type of business. I want to know where the good bargains are, and I also want to know what to stay away from if there's tricks and loopholes that we need to know about. So anyway, I'm Brian Andrew Stevens. This is BargainBuzzOnline.com, and I hope you guys found this really valuable.